Hello everybody, and thank you for taking time just to watch this video. This is going to be the first in a series of videos that I'm going to do just to kind of throw things out and kind of chop them up into little bits. But my name is Bill. My father was a Baptist preacher. I was born in Kentucky, raised most of my life in Tennessee, and now I'm in North Georgia. But what I'm really excited about tonight is this Therma product. And let me tell you about this. My wife got into this mostly because our neighbor was telling us all these great things that it would do, and I told a friend of ours and all about it, and I called it stuff, and I said my neighbor got some stuff, and he said I want some. So I told Chris, I said, Chris, hey, I sold some of that stuff for you, and he said, hey, that's great, Bill, and I said, well, give it to me and I'll take it back. He said, I don't have any, I'll get some in a couple of days. A couple of days rolled around, and after that, I asked him, I said, Chris, do you have that? And I'll take it over there. And he said, well, Bill, he said, you wouldn't believe it. He said, I had people lined up at my desk when I opened that box. And he said, I opened it up and sold every bit of it, which was a good thing, I guess, but not necessarily for me. But he said, I'll have some more in a couple of days. At the time, the company was just like brand new. They were having production problems. It was hard to get the product and everything, and they were getting all that worked out because it was a brand new company. They hadn't, they're, even today, they're still in the pre-launch. But anyway, nonetheless, long story short, he couldn't get it. So Linda happened to be sitting there and she said, look, she said, I'll sign up and I'll get my own. So she signed up. Her product came in. I took the tube of this and I took it over uh, to a friend, which actually happens to be a business client of mine. And I said, here you go. And he said, well, it's for my wife. Said she's got a terrible back and we've tried everything and we'll certainly give this a try. So I didn't hear anything from him for about 2 weeks, and I thought, well, I wonder what happened. But in about 2 weeks, as luck would have it, he called, and it was completely unrelated. It was a completely different subject, and we talked about that. And I started to hang the phone up, and I heard him holler, Bill, Bill. And I said, what? And he said, bring me 3 more tubes of that. And I said, well, did it work? And he said, I'm telling you, son. And so I said, okay. And when I took it over there, I went and got Linda. I said, give me 3 tubes of this and taking it over there. So I took them over there and I happened to see his wife and I said, well, he tells me that I understand this worked and I've got these 3 tubes here. And she raised her hands in the air and she said, Bill, that is a godsend. And she said, I've tried everything. She said, I'm talking about everything. She said, but I put that on there and I put it on twice. And she said it worked. I didn't have to put any on the next day. But she said, I've got a degenerative disc and I've also got a pinched nerve. And that's what her problem was coming from. So that's how we got in the company. But but that's just the start of it, and I got a whole lot more I want to tell you. And if MLM, direct selling, or anything like that scares you, you don't have to watch any more of this video, I promise, because that's what we're going to be talking about. And we're going to be talking about a product that works and a way to make money. Now, one of the benefits of direct selling is that you get to meet people and you get to socialize with people, and we don't really do that much anymore. But that's what direct selling is all about. You talk to and it's nobody, necessarily new. You're not running people down the street. What I tell people is go to father, mother, brother, sister, aunt, uncles, cousins, and close friends and people you know. If you got a product you believe in, then tell them about it. If you got a business solution you believe in, then tell them about it. If you don't believe in it, you shouldn't be in it. But I'm going to tell you about this product and you're going to believe in it as much as I do. The other thing that direct selling does is it offers us flexible schedules. You set your schedule, there's no 9 to 5, you work when you want, and it's a good way to earn extra income. And that extra income is up to you if you want to earn from 2 to 10,000, it doesn't matter, or more. It's just however much you want to do, how much you want to put into it, and how you want to handle it. It's a good way to own your own business. You don't need $100,000, $150,000 to for a startup business and have some way that you're going to have to get your startup capital. This is a good way to start your own business. And let me tell you this, that there's a lot of people starting home businesses. People with computers, people with CPAs are now working out of their house. People are cutting hair out of their house. People are remote telecommuting out of their house. People are doing photography out of their house. So home-based business has completely changed, and in some cases, it's taking the place of a brick and mortar because a lot of things you do, you actually do outside. So it didn't really matter. So there was no reason to have all the expenses. So this is a business you can do, and there's no startup capital there. You don't have to have any levels of education, experience, financial resources, or physical conditions. And let me tell you, over the years, proven over and over and over again, that people from all backgrounds have succeeded in direct selling. As a matter of fact, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal. It was a supplement, really, and yeah, the article kind of starts out why now is the prime time for direct marketing, and it talks about all the benefits of doing direct marketing and how things have changed, especially with the internet. Used to, you could socialize and meet one, two, three, four, five, six, however many people. Now you can touch hundreds of people instantly and doing the same thing because now we talk to each other through text messaging, through the your Facebook programs, your Twitter, whatever. But in this article, in Making Dollars and Cents, there's a quote there from the Mad Money market guru Jim Cramer. Now he's on CNBC, has a program called Mad Money that people call in and they say, "What do you think about this company? What do you think about this thing or whatever?" And he said, and he quoted this to his audience: "Direct selling has never got its due from Wall Street." And it's time that we realize that the direct sales model works and it works well. And that was Jim Cramer, and he was telling that. So, it goes on to say that there's a little question why notables like Cramer, Warren Buffett, Ray Chambers, Susie Orman, and even Donald Trump has make a comment in this same article. And some of the economists that worked for the presidents, including Ronald Reagan, has said the same thing. Has said that direct sales marketing is different than it used to be. But then the big thing is you can be your boss, and that means you can work full time or part time. You set your own goals, and you determine yourself how you're going to reach them. So you need to set goals, and you need to set goals that's attainable. You reach those, and then you climb to the next one. You can own your own business with little or no capital investment. You receive training and support from an established company as well as your upline. So I'm really excited about this Kalos Life thing. And let me tell you, before we go any further, if this product, if this Thermamin product that you're looking on the screen right here does not work and it does not do everything that I'm excited about and everything that I say it does, then there is no reason for the rest of the video. There's no reason for you to get involved. There's no reason for me to get involved. But I'm telling you, the Kalos Life company is a solid company. The Thermamin product is a solid product. Now, let me give you one more example. I got a friend that's 29 years old. This guy looks like an 18-year-old high school football player, like he's been lifting weights. He's actually a carpet or flooring installer. I took some of this stuff over to him and I said, "Look, just give this a try and see what you think about it." And he said, "Okay." He said, "I usually come home and I have sore muscles or joints, whatever." And he said, "I'll try something." He said, "Maybe tonight." So I called him a couple of days later and he said, "Bill, I haven't had anything that hurts." And I said, "Well, okay, that's fine." And as luck would have it, about 3 days later, we were getting the tires changed on the car and the phone rang. And I answered it. And he said, "Bill, I want to tell you that stuff works." And I said, "Great, I'm glad to hear that." And he said, "No, Bill, you don't understand." He said, "I'm telling you it works." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning." And he said, "I don't know what I did, if it was the way I slept on it or whatever, I don't know." He said, "But Bill, I was in so much pain that I couldn't stand it." He said, "I wanted to go to the emergency room." Now, if you know this guy, then when if you were to see him, you'd like look at this muscular guy that he could tear down a tree if he wanted to. But when he told me, he said, "Bill, it hurt so bad that it almost made me sick." And he said, "It hurt so bad that it brought tears to my eyes." And he said, "I went in the bathroom and I was going to get some Aleve or aspirin or find something that I could take to maybe help." And he said, "I seen that bottle of stuff that you had given me." He said, "So I thought, well, I'll try it, nothing to lose." And he opened the bottle and he rubbed it on his shoulder and he said it heated up really well, like a heating pad. And he said, but in 23 minutes, now I don't know how he got 23. Maybe he was sitting there with a clock, but 23 minutes, he said, all my pain was gone. And he said, as a matter of fact, he said, I'm driving to work right now as I'm talking to you. And he said, I don't have any pain now. He said, I've got a little thing, feels like maybe like a little knot. He said, but I don't have any pain there. And that's remarkable. And that's just one story that I've got. And there's a lot more. And other people can tell you story after story after story. The bottom line is, I'm just an old country boy, but when I see something that works and it works well, and I kind of like want to tell people about it. But let me show you something else that really gets me excited, and it's this. Now I've got company A, B, C, and D on here, but these are actual numbers from real companies that are the top selling multi-level companies in America. And if I told you who they were, and I'm not going to do any name dropping, but if I told you who they were, you would recognize them instantly. Company A has been in business for 54 years. They did $11 billion in sales in 2012, and they have 3 million distributors. And they've been in business 54 years. Company B has been in business 127 years. They've got 6 million distributors and then about $10 billion in business. Company C has been in business 33 years. They've got 3,200,000 distributors, and they did 4.1 billion. And these are the top 3 companies in America. This company here is about number 49 in sales. They've got 251,362 distributors. Now these numbers may have increased from the time this was taken in 2012, so it's 1 year old, and those numbers will be coming out for this year a little bit later. But the thing about it is, how would you like to have been if this company started 54 years ago? How would you like to have been in this company 54 years ago or 53 years ago? You would be in on what is the ground floor. And let me tell you this, and you've heard these stories, and I know you've heard them, and you see somebody comes over to visit you, and they're like, they're on what seems to be easy street. They're making a ton of money, and they say something like, man, I was just there, and I was just in the right place at the right time. Doesn't matter what they're doing, they were just in the right place at the right time. And as they pull out of the driveway, you say, man, I just wish once I would be in the right place at the right time. That's what I'm excited about, because now watch this. I'm gonna go to the next one, and bang, this here is a number of how many distributors are in Kalos Life. Now we're talking about Kalos Life, so I'm going to use the company name. The product we're talking about is Therma. Okay, so this is the deal. 1,500. And the reason this is because the company has really just been up about a month or a month and a half since they started. They're still in pre-launch, and I'm recording this in August, and they're going to be out of pre-launch in probably the middle of September or the end of September. So when you say, boy, I wish I could be at the right place at the right time, it don't get any better than this. It don't get any better than this. If you could have got in on the top 1,500 people in this company, this company, this company, or this company, what do you think? Well, this company is on the way up. It's got Tim Wooten at the head, experience, dedication. It's all there in this company for this company to grow and become just like those other companies that I was just showing you. And I want to do something else really quick, and then I'm going to be through. But then I'm going to go into some of the other things here in just a minute. Just remember this. This is why we got into the company uh, uh, overall. I mean, I don't know any other way to tell you. This is the right place at the right time. And here's the other cool thing. If you look at these first three things, low startup, no distributor kit fees, no enrollment fees, that is something that's kind of amazing. A lot of companies want to charge you a bunch of money so you have a bunch of inventory and a bunch of upfront costs. There is absolutely none of this. You can come into this company either by purchasing a box of the product or a half a box of the product, and that's it. There is nothing else to buy. There's no upcharge on the product. It's the same product that I would buy if I went and bought it today. Uh, and that's all it is. There's nothing else to buy. Then this free replicated website. That means they give you your own website with your own back end virtual office and you can do whatever. Now, most companies charge you between $13 and $49 a month, and that is a fact. This company provides it absolutely free. So Tim has put the stuff into place to get these wheels moving. But here's one of the bigger things. There's absolutely no reorder or auto ship requirement, and you get all your weekly commissions. And you don't have to buy another thing. Once you buy your case, whether it's a half box or a full box, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, you don't have to order anymore. You don't wind up with a bunch of inventory that you can't lose or you can't use, and you're not going to lose any money. And I can tell you that we joined just a couple of old country folk that went in and did this, and we made all of our money back basically within a week or a week and a half. And not only that, but we made a profit. And not only that, we've made a profit since then. Haven't had to purchase another thing to receive any of these weekly commissions. And I'm going to, in later videos, I'm going to tell you about that. And you get no uploading, free shipping. You can work full or part time. Full or part time. It's up to you. It's your business. You can do what you want and you get paid 5 ways. And I can tell you that I've talked to some people that's been into a lot of companies, and those guys will tell you that they haven't seen a pay plan like this. And I'm going to go over the pay plan later on in separate videos so we can kind of keep the videos down to where they're not quite so long. But I just want you to know I'm excited about this product. And again, if this doesn't work, if this product doesn't do everything I'm saying that it's going to do, then everything else is for naught. But I'm telling you, this product works and it's going to work for you. It worked for me and it worked for other people. And I can tell you that the chiropractors use a different product because this one wasn't out. This is brand new. And uh, this product, based on what I've done and what I've seen and what other people have seen, works on 85 to 90% of the people. Now you say, hey, that's not 100%. Well, let me tell you this, there's nothing that's going to work on 100% of the time on 100% of the people. It's just not going to do it. Some people get amazing results in 30 minutes after they put it on. Other people have to put it on one, two, 3 times, and that's what the product says. Put it on 3 times, up to 3 times a day, as needed. Some people put it on 2 times. People put it on a couple of times or 3 times, and then the next few days they don't have to put it on again. And they've had a lot of pain that they've had, and they've had no way to get rid of it. Some people with arthritis, because I mean this is for arthritis pain, joint pain, back pain, knee pain, sore muscles, elbow pain, uh, anything like that. This stuff just works on, and people have, and I got a story about arthritis that I'm not going to tell you here. It has nothing to do with this product, but it kind of hit home for me about the pain that people suffer with arthritis. Now, if I sat here and told you it was going to take every bit of that pain away every time, I tell you it will on some, but maybe not on all. But I will tell you this: if somebody is sitting there at a level 8 pain level on a scale of 1 to 10, and they're level 8, that's some bad pain. If this product will take it down to level 3, doesn't alleviate it, but it brings it down to level 3. And there was one gentleman that said just that. I had a level 8 pain, but then this brought it down to level 3, and I can live with level 3. And he's cut back on his medications, and everything, and it's just been remarkable for him. So stay tuned. Look at some of the other videos. Uh, Man, I'm just getting excited, and if nothing else gets you excited, look at this again. The right place at the right time.